at a tournament, you get a certain prize for wherever you place. And so all of Happy's big checks, there's like 8 in this sedan that he's driving, and they're like all in the back seat and the front seat.
Because you got to keep them, Mason. You got to keep them until they're cashed.
Do you actually go and cash those?
No.
I don't think so.
They're a big piece of cardboard that they can give you, and then they hand you a little check. Can you imagine putting that in your mobile banking app? Like how you'd have to get a ladder to fucking take the picture. Please take a picture of the back of the check. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Pacific Standard, guys. My name is Carter Briggs, and with me, as always, are my two happy co-hosts, fucking Abel Stoika and Mason Winter.
Hello. Did I sound like Mason there?
Today, we...
Hello.
Today, we're going to be talking... That was a good Abel, Mason. That was a good Abel impression.
That's not even what I was shooting for, but I'll take it.
Today we are talking about the movie Happy Gilmore. Mason, tell us what the fuck happened. Tell us what happened in this movie.
Yeah, I don't remember. Tell me.
Happy Gilmore is another Adam Sandler comedy movie. It is about Adam Sandler plays a hopeful hockey player. He wants to go pro. He's played hockey all his life, but he's just not great. He's hot-headed. He gets in fights, and his game's not complete. He's got a great slap shot, but his game's just not complete. And one day, while these movers are moving out his grandma, he picks up a golf club and just hits it and realizes that the slap shot directly correlates to piping a drive 400 yards, which is like 100 yards clear of most pros or most people who can drive the ball. And then that starts Happy down this path where he's like, oh, my grandma is losing her house because she didn't pay taxes, I guess. And so they're repossessing her home, and Happy needs to come up with money. And he decides, why not try his hand at golf? He can hit the ball pretty well. So he joins the tour and ends up butting heads with Shooter McGavin, who's like the resident top dog on the pro tour. And, you know, hilarity ensues on the golf course. Happy fights an alligator. He punches Bob Barker. What else does he do?
He gets trained how to putt by Carl Weathers.
True. He goes on the hero's journey.
He goes on the hero's journey. He gets a girlfriend.
I believe that was their intention with the movie. It's an allegory for Homer's Odyssey.
Which girlfriend is this? Which girlfriend is this? Literally just watched this movie. I mean, is this the one with Julie Bowen, or is this a different one? Or is Julie Bowen in a different one?
No, it's this.
Okay, that's what I thought. I was wondering if Julie Bowen was in this one or Billy Madison. Or not Billy Madison. What am I thinking of? What's happening to my brain right now? Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Oh, it is Billy Madison.
Yes, isn't it? It's Billy Madison because his company is the combination of Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison, so it's Happy Madison.
Yep. There we go. We did it. I'm losing my mind. Listeners, I'm losing my mind.
I really liked the soundtrack to this movie.
Yeah?
The score?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of songs. I feel like they use it as a crutch, kind of, sometimes. Like, they don't know what to do, so they just put a song for a scene transition. But the song's pretty good, so can't complain that much.
Abel, what'd you think of it? What'd you think of this movie? It was good vibes.
I've seen it once before, I think 5 years ago or something. It's got some funny moments in it. It's a good comedy movie. If you're looking for laughs, you'll probably laugh. That's my take.
Yeah. I feel pretty much the same. I think Adam Sandler, I think he's a really talented actor. I think his movies are really like they're either very funny or like the worst movie you've ever seen when he does comedy. You know what I mean?
There's not a lot of in between there.
There's really no in between. Like, I've never seen an Adam Sandler movie and been like, this was okay. This was okay amounts of funny. It's either like a classic.
I thought this was okay amounts of funny.
I know, but it wasn't okay. That's because comedy has moved on since this movie came out, you know? It's a movie from the 90s. That's 30 years ago. Like, everything that they did. I think
there's jokes that are topical that don't carry over. And then there's
true, and
stuff.
Also, like, there's always that, but also just the genre of comedy doesn't hold up great, because, like, even the types of shit that was funny in the past, like, isn't funny anymore. Like, there's very few jokes that, like, transcend time, you know? Most comedy is like reading the room and like the time
You're
period.
a lousy kindergarten teacher. I've seen those finger paintings you bring home and they suck.
Like, and I would say this movie has jokes that do just fucking... It's also because Adam Sandler's style of comedy is a pretty slapstick, and like just yelling at shit is just a very... That'll always be funny.
He's so much more expletive when they're showing like fake television footage of him. He's swearing so much more so they can bleep it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's PG-13, so they can't drop a bunch of F-bombs or whatever. That's a great workaround, because it is just like, you can very clearly hear what he's saying. It's just still censored enough for the MPAA, I guess.
I think there's lazy jokes that still kind of find ways to be funny. Like the montage in the beginning when it's showing Happy's talking about all the jobs he's tried and failed at. And it's showing the montage of him at every job he's tried. And no matter what job it is, he's like holding something under his legs like a broomstick and like air humping. And it's not like hilarious the first two, but he keeps doing it and you're like, it's kind of funny.
It's a reverse rule of three.
Yeah, it was, and they hold it for way too long. They hold it for longer each time. So it's just like, okay, this is fucking stupid. And then you kind of start laughing and say, this is fucking stupid.
Exactly.
But now it's funny.
He also, when he gets, when he's informed that he doesn't make the hockey team again, he punches the coach and then he just starts punching everyone around him and dropping everybody.
Yeah, he's got uncontrollable anger issues. That kind of drives the plot. He learns to control them. Yeah. Well, he did that the second time, and Shooter McGavin was just everywhere, and he
invaded his happy place.
Yeah, and he just started screaming, and then he missed it super badly.
One of the like gems in this movie, in my opinion, is Ben Stiller's character, where he's the like abusive nursing home employee.
He's great in everying.
Ben Stiller's so
you for
good.
A glass of warm milk. You can trouble me for a warm glass of shut the hell up.
Warm glass.
Like, Ben Stiller plays like two types of people. He does like the everyman characters very well, and then he does like these stupid ones. He's usually wearing a mustache when he's like playing like a silly character, because it's like him in this, and then him in Dodgeball.
Yeah,
and then he's also doing stuff like Walter Mitty, or who he plays in Tropic Thunder. I don't know. He's really great in both of them. Like, he can ham it up really easily. I can't even remember. Is he not just a regular guy?
I was just saying I need to rewatch that.
If we talk about Ben Stiller and we don't talk about Night at the Museum, I will freak out just a little bit. So, like, if you don't give Night at the Museum,
why don't you bring it up?
Praise.
Well, yeah, I'm surprised it's not on our list of to do eventually.
It's on mine.
Coming out, I guess.
When we spin.
Okay.
It's on my short list for spins.
This is a great one. It's great.
It's great.
Wilson Cowboy.
What a fun little fucking concept. The miniatures. Oh, that's great. That's great.
Oh, I completely forgot about Robin Williams is in that too, as Teddy Roosevelt.
Yep, as Teddy Roosevelt. I'm pretty sure the last one was his last movie ever.
Was it?
I think so.
What?
I'm pretty sure.
It's better than like Ray Liotta's being Cocaine Bear. Like that hurts.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think it's better because Ray Liotta wasn't known for... That's not his thing. He was like a really great fucking mafia actor. Robin Williams doing a schlocky comedy is just Robin Williams being like, I'll take this paycheck. You want me to put on the Teddy Roosevelt costume and be in this for 5 minutes? Sick.
Yeah, but he brings a warmth to every role.
He does. He's actually very earnest in that role as Teddy Roosevelt. It's not one of his... For like a kid's comedy movie, it's not Robin Williams doing like one of his like over-the-top doing voices role. He literally is just like, I'm a very sweet man.
No, I'm sure as a kid, subconsciously, when I imagined Teddy Roosevelt, I just conjured up an image of Robin Williams.
Dude. Same.
And it's not far
and
off.
He's in love with...
He doesn't look too much unlike Teddy Roosevelt.
No, Teddy Roosevelt has a little bit more 1800s fat on his face, but yeah. Robin Williams gets pretty goddamn close.
Actual lard fat?
Just from the only thing you were able to eat. Well, also, Teddy Roosevelt would go on safari and fucking... He'd be like, well, let's eat an elephant today, boys. I'm a sociopath. I'm not a fan of I'm a little bit of a fan of Teddy Roosevelt, listeners, but not a big fan. Anyway.
It's all because of Robin Williams.
No, he had some progressive policies. I'm talking about the man. And he started our national parks. That's a big deal. Anyway, moving on. Let's not talk about Teddy Roosevelt anymore.
I love the scene that I mentioned in the summary of the movie where the moving guys are taking everything out of Happy's grandma's house and they're trying to hit golf balls and Happy's teasing him. So they're like, why don't you give it a try? And the first shot he hits goes all the way down to the house at the end of the street. Like it's a straight shot. And it hits the window and breaks the window. The dad comes out of the house all pissed off and Happy's second shot smokes him in the head. And then the lady, the wife, hangs her head out the window to see what the hell's happening. And Happy's third shot smokes her and she falls out the window. It's a great, just 3 successive, just aces.
I think one of the funniest parts was when, like, at the start of the movie when he's just starting to play golf, he's got Carl Weathers who's like, you have such a great, like, skill here. You just need the proper teacher and I can teach you. And he hangs out with him for a little bit and then rejects him and is like, no, I'm fine on my own. Like, I don't want your help. And then later he's like, I realized that I need your help if I'm going to beat this guy because I want to beat this guy now. And so they start training together. And then as a present, he gives him the head of the crocodile that bit his hand off. And he gets so scared that he falls backwards out of a window and dies immediately.
Well, it's also because then Happy brings up in the beginning, his dad got killed by like a slap shot, like by a puck. Do you remember? The other one of the other great training moments with Carl Weathers is he comes up to Happy when Happy's in the batting cage and he's getting ready for hockey season and he's letting the pitching machine just hit him in the chest and the head. And Carl Weathers comes up and he's like, cut it out, boy, you're making me sick.
You're acting a damn fool. Do we have more notes?
I have so many.
Keep going.
Let's hear it, Mason.
I love all the moments with the caddy. A caddy in golf is just somebody who walks with the golfer and carries their clubs, but also gives them advice and pointers. And Happy's never had a caddy before, and he doesn't know what it is. So the caddy picks up his clubs, and Happy goes, "Where do you think you're going with those clubs, punk?" And he shoves him onto the ground and lays him out. And then he is like, "Well, actually, these are my grandpa's clubs, so they're a little personal to me. I want to carry them." And the caddy's like, "Well, what am I supposed to do then?" And Happy's like, "Just make sure I don't do anything stupid," because he's not familiar with golf rules and etiquette. And then he's standing in front of the partner that he's playing with, standing in front of them as they're waiting to take their shot, and he doesn't know he's supposed to move. And he's like, "Where were you on that one, asshole?" And then he goes, "Dipshit." He goes, "Where were you on that one, dipshit?"
It's just a good.
And Carl Weathers is trying to convince him to play golf. And Happy's like, "Nah, you need goofy pants and a fat ass. You should talk to my neighbor, the accountant. He'd be great at golf. Huge ass."
Huge ass.
I like the intro to Carl Weathers. You can't tell that he's missing a hand because he's just tucking it behind his back the whole time, waiting for the reveal. But he's like, "They kicked me off the tour. I had to retire from playing pro golf." And Happy's like, "Oh, because you're black?" And he's like, "No, damn alligator bit my hand off. Cut me down to my prime."
Cool.
And then do either of you know who Kevin Nealon is?
No.
Mm-hmm.
So he is formerly an SNL cast member. He's a really funny comedian. But he plays that character who is always coming up to Happy and going, "Come on, Happy, feel the flow. It's all circular." Like saying stuff like that. His character's great in this.
I thought that was like a real golfer.
No, yeah, he's from SNL. He's super funny. He's also like, he's in that show Weeds. He plays like the mayor who's like a pothead. And he's in Grandma's Boy.
I just like he played the character so well that I thought it was like a golfer cameo for like at least a little bit.
He plays like weird, quirky characters so well. Like he's just an oddball. He's so funny. I loved the how they're introducing Shooter McGavin, the resident pro, like on tour, the top guy at the time. And they're kind of just making him a pompous asshole. And he's being interviewed by like a circle of reporters. And he just ends off the interview with, he goes, "Excuse me, I gotta go play a little golf."
Yeah, that guy, Christopher McDonald, plays him so well. He's maybe the funniest part of the movie. Just nails the mannerisms of just such a smarmy, full of himself piece of shit. Like, and then when he does like his public speaking appearances, it's like the perfect amount of like fabricated modesty. I don't know. He's great. He's the highlight of this movie, I feel like.
He's a good antagonist.
Yeah.
He's a great antagonist. And it's all like he gets so upset when Happy starts bringing in like the PGA and Shooter gets so upset when Happy starts like drawing in like non-golf people to watch.
You're ruining
because they
the
just want to watch
golf.
Happy freak out.
I wrote down a quote. The announcers, when there's so many Happy fans at the tournament, they go, "Quite a large and economically diverse crowd here at the Michelob Invitational."
I remember when I watched this as a kid, I fully didn't understand why they were so upset.
Right.
I was like, because I remember my dad showed me the movie, and I was like, but like they're buying tickets, like they're showing up to buy tickets. If you were the golf tournament, wouldn't you like that? Wouldn't you like that more people are showing up and buying tickets and giving you their money?
Mm-hmm.
And my dad was like, "You'd think so." And I was like, "This doesn't make any sense." And that was one of the first times I realized, oh, people like are just douchebags, and they don't actually like. They just want to feel superior. And this is just a movie about a bunch of people wanting to feel superior, getting their ass kicked at golf.
The whole scene where Happy, he somehow overshoots the green with his ball, and it lands in an alligator's mouth. And then he realizes it's the alligator that ate Chubbs' hand, Carl Weathers. And he proceeds to wrestle the alligator and drop elbows on it and then rip the ball out of its mouth.
And he knows because Carl Weathers got that motherfucker's eye.
He's missing an eye.
Missing an eye. Bastard.
There's also like only a brief, it's just a brief shot, but every time Happy wins, or not wins, but at a tournament, you get a certain prize for wherever you place. And so all of Happy's big checks, there's like 8 in this sedan that he's driving, and they're like all in the back seat and the front seat.
Because you got to keep them, Mason. You got to keep them until they're cashed.
Just cash.
Yeah, I always thought that they were like not real checks.
I don't think
and that you would have to get like an actual one, but do you actually go and cash those?
No.
I don't think so.
They're a big piece of cardboard that they can give you, and then they hand you a little check. Or I bet they wire it. I'd imagine they wire it.
Probably.
Can you imagine putting that in your mobile banking app? Like how you'd have to get a ladder to fucking take the picture.
Or
Please
taking
take
it
a picture
into
of the
a
back
bank.
of the check. I don't know where to sign this check.
Legally, you can kind of write a check on anything as long as you have the proper banking information and stuff, is what it's saying. But like nobody really does that, and they probably just give you a smaller check to go with it.
I can't imagine like a organization that has any of these big checks is like, well, we just can't afford to buy a smaller checkbook, so you're just gonna have to make do.
Yeah, we made do.
Do you remember? There's a prank that Shooter plays on Happy, and he goes, "Why don't you meet us at the 9th green at 9 o'clock?" And it's basically when the sprinkler systems are set to go off on the golf course at night.
Mm-hmm,
so Happy shows up and he just gets soaking wet, and then he runs into
the girl.
Yeah, he runs into Virginia Bennett, Julie Bound's character, and it was just a small detail of the scene, because sometimes with like sound design, to emphasize something, obviously they'll crank it up. But there's just such a faint noise as he's walking away of his shoes squeaking. And I was like, that's so funny. Because they weren't like, let's crank this up. They were like, let's just a little in there.
Yeah. I noticed that too. Yeah.
What an awful experience.
Awful.
Wet shoes.
Like wet clothes. Was he wearing like a suit?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Brutal.
Yeah, poor Adam Sandler. Had to wear a wet suit. I think it's funny how all of his movies nowadays, like, there are exceptions, of course, but a lot of them just boil down to, I'm going to make a movie where I'm just going to pay for all of my friends and I to go on a vacation. And we're going to write this movie all about us being on vacation. And, like, Grown-Ups, all those are just people on vacation. Blended, I think, was one. I remember watching that. I thought it was, like, the worst movie I'd ever seen. There's definitely more that I'm not thinking of, but that's the grift.
I like 50 First Dates a lot.
I have not seen that one. I've heard great things.
I count that as one of his old ones.
Yeah, for sure.
That's one of his older ones. But also it is the first one where he was just like, what if I just went to Hawaii for 3 months to film this movie? What if this was set in Hawaii? What if we did that?
Yeah, me and Drew Barrymore. My best friend. I'm pretty sure they're like really good friends. Because, yeah, she's also in Blended.
I think he's just a friendly guy, Abel.
I'm sure he's a great guy. I just don't like a lot of his recent movies.
Well, it's because he doesn't... You can tell when he gives a shit.
He doesn't try. I remember when he did Uncut Gems, he said, if I don't get an Oscar nomination, I'm going to make the worst movie ever. Like, as a threat.
The people's champ.
Yeah. He knows.
No, there's no when he makes a bad movie, you can tell he knows it's bad. You can tell he knows it's not funny. He literally writes those so he can be like, what's the easiest thing I can do, and then me and fucking Chris Rock can go hang out in Hawaii. What's just the easiest day? Let's just do the easiest day. Get this shit done. No OT. And I respect that shit.
Yeah. I mean, people do spend a lot of money to go see these movies. Like, it's not like these are all bombs.
No.
Grown Ups made almost $300 million.
I like the date that Happy takes Virginia Bennett on to the ice rink.
Yeah.
They go skating, and then Happy has a whole plan set up where the Zamboni operator is like, "Yeah, sure, I'll give you guys the ice." And then he goes off, and then he hits music, and Happy's like, "What? Friends listen to Endless Love in the Dark." The lights go down, and then to cap off the scene, the camera pans out while they're having their kiss on the ice, and the Zamboni guys in the background lip syncing along to Endless Love.
What a fun word. Let's all say it together. Let's all say Zamboni together, just to have some fun. Just to have some fun with this fun word.
Zamboni.
See?
Zamboni.
Now, Abel, you took all the joy out of it, Abel. Say it again. Say Zamboni again, Abel. But this time, have some fucking light in your heart and in your soul.
Zamboni.
The hell?
Zamboni.
Can I get 3 different reads? Can I get more but less? Does that make sense? Do we have any more notes, or should we go into quotes? I feel like our notes are all quotes.
I think
I have 3 quotes.
the only other
I'm sure
scene
that there's crossover
that I wanted to reference was the fight with Bob Barker when they play in the Celebrity Pro-Am.
Mm-hmm.
Shooter McGavin knows that if Happy doesn't keep his cool, he can get kicked off the tour. So he pays a spectator to chirp Happy and make fun of him the whole time to get him all riled up. And Happy ends up taking it out on Bob Barker because Bob Barker's like, "You're the worst. You're so garbage. How are you a pro?" And then Happy gets in a fist fight with Bob Barker. And Bob Barker goes, "I don't want a piece of you. I want the whole thing." And then Happy gets him on the ground. And he's like, "The price is wrong, bitch." And then finally, when Bob Barker rolls down the hill with Happy and headbutts him, he as he's walking off, Bob Barker's shadowboxing to himself, and it's the funniest.
And he says something, and he ends it with "bitch."
Oh yeah,
I can't remember what he says. That was one of my quotes: "Is the price is wrong, bitch."
Price is wrong, bitch is great. It's so good.
I like the way that the guy says "jackass."
Oh yeah, jackass.
That's great. Whenever I hear someone say the word "jackass" now, that's all I think of is "jackass." Just the fastest pronunciation, just so we can get it in right before he swings.
It's definitely one that pops up in my head sometimes, but I hear the "yeah, jackass." I hear the "yeah,
jackass"
too.
Dude, there are some movies and podcasts and just TV show quotes. The way a line is delivered will ruin how I say a word forever, and nobody gets it. There are some words that I just say weird, or phrases that I say in a certain way, and everyone's like, what are you fucking talking about?
Some of them are so deep in my brain, I don't remember what they're from anymore.
Same. I can't explain myself.
Yeah.
It's just, I've been brain rotted, dude. I just say things weird now.
We're an amalgamation of the media we consume.
Today when I was at work, I was walking around and I just forgot about Ryan Higa.
Oh,
I just started saying, "Team!" Just walking around, going up to people. I was so annoying today. My favorite quote has got to be "I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast."
Yup.
And then you eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
It's a great quote.
It's
for
such
this
a
movie.
good burn.
No.
It's such a good burn. Can you
Walked right into it.
think about the few times in your life you've burned someone that good? Oh. Mason, I know you've burned someone that good. I've seen it happen. And it's so gorgeous.
To their face?
Yeah.
Bleep this name, Abel.
It was
all I can think of is like 10 seconds after like would walk away from us in class. That's all I can think of.
Quotes. Abel, what was your second quote?
Oh, jackass.
Oh yeah. Fucking Mason, give me your quotes.
I got two mid-tier, two top tier.
All right, wait.
Mid-tier?
Actually, I have less quote.
Okay, you go then.
Don't steal my quote. I got one, and it's actually one of my favorite scenes. It's when Happy he's being trained and he hits the hole in one. And he goes, "Oh man, that was so much easier than putting. I should just try to get the ball in one shot every time."
It's a great one. I didn't even write that one down. It's a great one.
It's so funny.
And Carl Weathers is like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's cool. Because, like, I don't golf, but a lot of members of my family golf a lot. Like, my grandfather lives on a golf course, and he golfs all the time. He enters tournaments. He goes on an annual trip to Scotland to golf. And he's only ever hit one hole in one. So for this fucking hockey douche to come up and be
many
like,
regular golfers will never hit one in their life. It's
no,
just everything has to line up perfectly.
It's next to impossible. It's so improbable that this guy just doing it and being like, Jesus, that was easy. Fuck. What are we doing
Just
here
do
with
that
this
every
putting
time.
bullshit? But that's it. What do you got? What do you got, Mason?
So the all right ones. When Ben Stiller is on the phone with somebody trying to market out these quilts that he's forcing the elderly people to sew together, he's like, "This is handmade quality shit we're talking about," because he's haggling over prices about the quilts. And then at the end, when Happy comes back to Carl Weathers and he's on his hands and knees and he's like, "All right, you were right. Like, I need your help. I need your help to train me." And he's like, "Well, we got to focus on your putting." So he takes him to a putt course as if that has any correlation to actual putting in golf. And my favorite is when Happy gets so frustrated at the end that there's a giant clown mouth that he's trying to hit into. And finally, he just hits the nose off the clown with his club. And he goes, "You're going to die, clown." And then my two top tier quotes from this movie. Happy is in the bar and Shooter McGavin comes up to him to try and just kind of shit talk him a little bit and get in his head. And Happy's basically like, "I know what you're doing, dude. It's not happening." And Happy breaks a bottle and brandishes it at him. And then Virginia Bennett comes over because she's like the PR director of the tour and she's trying to separate them. And she's like, "What's going on?" And Happy goes, "I was just looking for the other half of this bottle." "Oh, there's some of it." "There's some too." It's such a great line. And then the best quote, in my opinion, in the beginning, they assign a caddy to Happy. And then in the later tournaments on the tour, he's supposed to provide his own, but he doesn't know that. So he just grabs a random homeless guy that's nearby. And there's a moment where Happy's trying to read a putt and he's trying to read the green, how the putt's going to move around towards the hole. And the homeless caddy is like, Happy's like slightly downhill. And then the caddy's like slightly left. And Happy's like, "No, it's because you only got one shoe on." And he goes, "Oh, yeah."
He's leaning.
Those are my favorite quotes.
Those are good. We ready to rate this fucking movie?
I think so.
Yeah.
Abel, go first.
Actually, no, Carter, you go first.
I don't want to go first. You go first.
I've gone first recently.
I'll go first. I will give this movie an 8 out of 10. I think it's an older comedy that I think still holds up quite well. I think it's very funny. I think there's tons of quotable moments. In terms of like a great inventive plot, I don't think that's there. It's a hockey player turned golfer who golfs to try and make money to save his grandma's house. And there's a love interest. I don't think it's like crazy in terms of that, but I think it's very funny and I think it's an enjoyable watch. So 8 out of 10.
Carter?
I'm also going to give it an 8 out of 10. I think if I was watching this when it came out and I was the right age, I think it'd be a 10 out of 10. I think it's like one of those comedy movies, but it still holds up really well. And yeah, I think it's a good movie. It's a solid movie. Watch this. Abel's about to give this movie a C to D. Bet money right here. Watch this, listeners.
C to D.
Those are not numbers, unfortunately.
Watch this, listeners. I know this fucker. I know this guy.
We've been doing this podcast. I'm going to give this a 6.
Dude, right, Mason, what did I say?
You called it.
I fucking knew it.
Yeah.
Keep going, Abel. Please explain.
It's pretty funny. It's got some good humor. The plot is silly and fun, and yeah, it's a pretty paint by numbers Adam Sandler comedy movie at this point. Like, it follows a formula, it sticks to it. It's good at doing that. There's some funny jokes. Not everything lands. It's not like the funniest movie I've ever seen or anything, but it's a good time. Got a couple great laughs out of me. Yeah, I don't see myself really revisiting this a whole lot. It's just, yeah, it's solid. It works. 3 stars. 6 out of 10.
Jesus, that's such a flip it feels to me. It's solid. It's good. 3.
Wait. Okay. I know we do this every time. I know we do this every time when we talk about math. 6 out of 10 and 3 stars out of 5 stars is nowhere near like accurate.
To each other?
They're not comparable. They're not comparable.
They're actually far more comparable, I feel like, than lettered grades. But that's just me.
No.
Percentage-wise, they're the exact same. Oh.
What would you give this
I'll interject here. They're the exact same percentage-wise.
Oh, they are. Fuck.
They're 3/5.
Damn it. No, you're right. You're right. That's stupid. Why would you ever grade on a 3-point scale, on a 5-point scale? Whatever. I hate this.
No, but I'll agree. Psychologically, 3 out of 5 stars feels better than a 6 out of 10.
It feels so much better.
I'm going to start using a star scale so you guys can understand.
No, stop. This is so stupid. I hate this. Also, again, did you just say that a 10-point scale and a 5-point scale, a 10-point scale is more comparable to a 5-point scale than to another 10-point scale?
It's not a 10-point scale, though. And it's also for, like, a completely different thing, you know?
No. We've done this before.
It's a 10-point scale.
It's a 10-point scale. We grade on a 10-point scale, and grading is done on a 10-point scale.
But
and then
it's a letter grade, though.
Scale.
If it's
but it's a 10-point
like
scale.
A 1 out of 10 or a 5 out of 10, that's the same score in your mind.
Nope.
Yeah, because it's a fail.
So why even have those?
Because you're determining the degree to which they failed.
I mean, I understand that.
Fail, a 1 or a 3 or 4, like they failed, but
it's a
the effort was there.
It's a success-based scale. If you're ultra successful, that's why it gets like shorter and shorter the higher up you go. Because the difference between ultra successful and like just regular successful is closer than the worst failure and just like a regular failure.
Okay. Happy Gilmore is a successful movie. It passes.
I mean, D technically is a passing grade.
So now we've rated it. Now what have we been watching?
Oh yeah, we still have a segment. Sorry, the Mariners just scored a run, so there we go.
The Mariners. We're watching the Mariners.
I am watching them. I'm literally currently watching the Mariners because we're up 2 in this series against the Astros. Sorry, Mason, I interrupted you. Please continue.
I don't think I have anything that I've been watching lately, but I think I forgot to say something last week. Did I talk about The Accountant too?
No.
Okay, well, I watched that. I enjoyed that. I thought it was better than the first. I thought the way John Bernthal's character bounces off of Ben Affleck's character is a really fun dynamic, and it's pretty funny at times. Obviously, that like sunscreen moment has kind of gone viral now.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ben Affleck's character is putting sunscreen on, and they play brothers in this movie. And John Bernthal is like, "Can I have some?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he grabs it and he just hucks it into the trees, just 50 feet away. He just tosses it, and then he kind of laughs maniacally. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good movie, and I thought the thing that I noticed when I was watching it was I would be hard pressed to come up with like a better intro to a character than John Bernthal's. Because like the way you get introduced to him is like he's on Ben Affleck from the first one. You know, he's like a hitman and stuff, and he does all this side stuff. He's not really an accountant. He's an accountant for bad people. But John Bernthal is essentially in the same line of work. And you get to see him carry out like a hit, and you get to see him as like a cool badass. But then the flip side of that coin is you get to see him in a hotel in his underwear, like hyping himself up, and then like talking to somebody on the phone. And then you figure out he's like trying to argue with this lady because he's trying to get a puppy. And he's trying to get it early. And she's like, no, it has to stay with the mom for 6 months. And he's like, no. I need it. And I don't get why. And he's just arguing with her. And it's a great intro to a character.
That sounds like a very John Bernthal character.
Oh, no. Yeah. He plays insane people so well. Perhaps calls his sanity into question.
You got anything else?
But no, that was it.
I listened to the new Alex G album that came out 2 days ago now, as of time of filming. I like it. It's good. I need to listen to it more because his music is the type of music that grows on me a lot over time. Yeah, I really like the leads, the first single that came out, Afterlife. That's a banger. He's got he's a singer-songwriter, so it's like mostly just him with like a guitar, and recently he's been getting more like major label support, so he's added like more instruments and stuff. Like, I don't know, one of the songs he has like a kind of Blink-182 style like vocal inflection that I thought was a little weird, but then he has one song that literally just sounds like the soundtrack to a Peanuts cartoon, like just that kind of somber like piano instrumental with like children's voices singing. Like, you could have just told me that was from a Peanuts cartoon and I would have believed you. It was an interesting choice. A lot of cool choices on this album. I don't think I've watched a single movie or episode of TV since we last recorded. So yeah, that's all I've had. It's Alex G.
Me? Am I going now?
Yeah, Sea Dog.
Ew. No, that's veto. That's a veto. That's a no. What the fuck? Sea Dog? That's longer than my actual name.
I had a feeling you
No.
would reject it.
No. I don't have a nicknameable name. Mason, all my nicknames are based off my last name. No?
Yep. Biggs.
Anyway.
What have you been watching? Carter.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Jesus. Fuck. I have
Answer
been
the
watching.
damn question.
I've been watching a lot of Mariners. I don't know this for sure right now. It's the top of the 5th, but we are up 3-0 against the fucking Trastros, and those garbage can banging bitches are about to get swept. Break out the brooms, baby, because fuck these guys. Also, fucking, what's his name? Fucking, whatever his name is. That fucking Trastro. Bitches. Whatever. I fucking hate the Houston Trastros. They shouldn't be allowed to play fucking ball. Anyway. The other thing I've been watching, I went and saw Superman again. Great movie. But mostly what I've been rewatching What We Do in the Shadows, and it's just so funny. I wish the movie, you could find it. I wish you could find the movie anywhere, because it's so fucking funny. Have either of you guys seen What We Do in the Shadows, either version?
I've seen an episode
I've seen the
or
movie.
two. I'm familiar with what
I watched the movie like when it came out around.
The movie is, it's an early take of Waititi, and it's like New Zealand vampires living in a shared flat, right? And it's like found footage. And the show does that, except they're in Staten Island, and it's got Matt Berry. And Matt Berry's so fucking funny. Why is Matt Berry so fucking funny? How does he say words? Just regular words. And then you're like, that was hilarious. His delivery's like great. But yeah, I've been rewatching that because I don't want to think about the world or consume new media content because of reasons. So, you know how it is. The people out there know how it is. But yeah, baseball and vampires.
You should watch that one Twilight scene where the vampires play baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Don't mention Twilight around Mason.
They have to play during a thunderstorm,
if you don't-
bro, because they are so strong that when they hit the ball, it sounds like thunder striking. Lightning striking.
Abel, I told you, if you don't want to watch Twilight for this podcast, do not fucking mention it in front of Mason.
You see, the thing is, I don't really care if we watch Twilight on this podcast, but I know that you do.
I won't make
No.
you guys. Someday,
Wait.
the comments will.
I've gone this far without watching any of them. I can make it my whole life, can't I?
I mean, yeah, if you date a vampire.
Anyway, is that the show? I think that's the show.
That's the show.
That's the show. Hey guys, thanks
Follow
for... Do we
some
have any
things.
fucking mail?
We do not.
Hell yeah.
Alright, well, follow us on
Hell
things.
yeah.
Do that stuff. Alright. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, take care.
Have a good one.